it's time to talk about finding clients as a freelancer. I get questions every single day about how I started as a freelancer and how to find your feet, how to get clients, all those type of questions. So I've decided to compile all my thoughts and all my tips and advice into this video so you've got a quick source to find your own clients and start as a freelancer. Firstly, I recommend building yourself a professional looking website. So when you do have clients approach you, you have a place to send them that has all the information they need and examples of your previous work. Personally, I use Squarespace for my website, but there are tons out there and I definitely recommend paying for a domain name. So even if right now you know you want to be freelance but you're not sure in what area, I recommend going onto a domain website and purchasing a domain name that is yours. So years and years ago, I purchased the alicethorpe.co.uk domain name. It cost me about £6 a year to hold, and I had it ready for when I became a professional. I mean, I'm still waiting to become a professional, but I can pretend. Once you've got yourself set up with a swanky new website, I would say to get social media. So personally, I use Instagram, I use Facebook, and I use LinkedIn. I know a lot of people swear by Twitter, however, I don't use that as much anymore. So it is personal preference, especially as a designer, a graphic designer / illustrator. I find Instagram so helpful to inspire myself, to follow other designers, to kind of chat with people who are similar to me. And also LinkedIn is really good to find more professional connections. So maybe in the future, if I wanted to work for bigger brands, LinkedIn is a place where I can reach out to those and hopefully find myself some clients. And actually, I see a lot of people reaching out for work and opportunities on LinkedIn. So that is a really, really good space to be if you are in need of some clients and some advice and information, really. The biggest thing that I have learned since being a freelancer, I've been a freelancer now for 8 years. I started when I was 16 and I fell into the trap of waiting for clients to come to me. So I was a photographer. I kind of had work sometimes, and then for really long periods of time I didn't have any work, and I just kind of sat there and didn't do anything about it. So the biggest mistake for me was sitting and waiting for clients to come to me. That's not always going to happen. Not everyone is that lucky. So it's important to be proactive. So if you are available for work, make sure people know about that. They're not going to approach you if they don't know. And also reach out to the kind of people you want to work with and speak with them, see if they're in the market for anything that you're creating. We'll go into that in a little bit more detail in 1 second. Something that I really enjoyed being a part of right in the beginning was a job board site. So I used a site called Fiverr, and on there you can pay graphic designers or video editors, literally lots of creative industries, copywriters, anything like that. You can pay people to do work for you. So it starts at a fiver, so £5, and it goes up from there. You can set your own rates, and that could be a good space to find new clients. I know there are lots of other sites. I've personally not tried them, but I will link a few different sites in the description below so you can check them out for yourself. You can also make use of existing contacts that you have. So if you are a recent graduate, it is important to stay in touch with your fellow graduates, because you never know, further down the line you might end up needing to work for each other, and it's a great way to put the feelers out there and find work in your chosen industry. So if, like me, you are a recent graduate, I'd recommend just emailing or messaging someone you know who works in a similar field to the one you're looking for. Just send them a personal email. Hi, how you doing? Really enjoying the work you've done. Make sure that you are up to date with what they're doing and make it personal, you know. They don't want another blanket email. They're not going to reply. Tell them what you do, tell them what you're available for, and just ask them if they know anyone in the market for the work that you do, or know anyone that might offer some advice or point you in the right direction. Kind of linking in with that is talking to people in your field. So I graduated in a creative degree, so it's very important for me to stay in touch with my fellow classmates. However, connecting with other people that you've not previously met is so important, because you can learn from them and you can ask them questions and connect with them. So what I do, I connect with a bunch of people on LinkedIn and Instagram. I find Instagram a lot easier to talk to people on. It's a lot more relaxed. So I follow designers and illustrators, and only the other day I asked a fellow illustrator what printer she used, what paper she used, and she was more than happy to help me out. The worst they can do is not reply. So just kind of be a bit brave and put yourself out there. Follow the people who are doing the stuff that you want to be doing and take inspiration from their work. This next one, I'm still working on myself, but I get told this so much, and it is to find networking events. that are in your area. So for me, I go to YouTube events. I don't yet go to graphic design events, and I think that's where I'm missing out. So it's super important to show your face, even just say hi, tell someone your name, and then further down the line, they might remember you, they might reach out to you. Networking events are super important for that. If you want, you can hand out business cards, and you're just kind of, again, putting the feelers out there and seeing if you can find anyone who is up for hiring a freelancer like yourself. Whilst we're on this topic, actually, let me know if there's any design conferences or events or networking things that you know of, because I don't know where to start looking for them, and I do need to go to them. One of my absolute favourite things to do when I first started, and even now, is to recreate existing things. So you might recognise that in my logo redesign videos. I like remaking logos that already exist because it gives me an interesting angle to work from, and I get to explain the process a little bit as to why I changed it. So for example, if you want to be a website designer, maybe redesign a website that you've seen and you think could do with some tweaks, put it on that website you made and make a blog post all about why you did it and the differences you've made and how you think it will improve that company. And if you are redesigning something that is in the same creative field that you're looking to work in as a freelancer, people will be able to come across that website, see that your work is good, and maybe that'll apply to them when they want your product too. Something I did recently was make a list of the people and brands I want to work with. So for me, because I do have two different kind of branches of work, I have YouTube and graphic design, I have a list for both. So on there I have brands that I would love to work with, brands that I would love to design for, and it gives me something to sort of aim towards, and it also allows me to reach out to them. So I'll go down that list and it's easy enough for me to find a contact email for them, and I'll just introduce myself. I keep it short and sweet. I tell them which product of theirs I particularly liked and let them know that I'm open for chats, open for any opportunities. And again, the worst they can do is not reply. And even if they don't reply, they've seen your name in their inbox, they're more likely to remember it in the future. The penultimate one is one that is sometimes a little bit of a touchy subject. It is starting working for free. So when you very first start, work for free. Now, I know a lot of people say that devalues everyone else's work in your industry. However, when you're first starting out and you have a very limited portfolio and you need the experience and maybe designing for a friend of a friend or someone quite personal to you, doing it for free is absolutely completely fine. The biggest thing I'd say when doing work for free is be very, very selective. So don't let someone walk all over you. Only take on work that is going to benefit you, because after all, you're doing them a favour. So don't accept work that you know isn't going to benefit your portfolio, isn't going to help you learn and get better. And make sure when you do accept free work to set the boundaries. So let them know the kind of timescale you're working to, how many adjustments you're willing to make, and how the process is going to work. But alongside that, also let them know that you are doing them a big favour. Just say, for a regular client, I would charge £100 and I'm giving you this for free, really happy to help you out. And then also, once you're done, ask for a testimonial, ask for a review of what you've done so you can put that on your website, and let them know that you'd be more than happy to be referred on. So if they are really happy with what you've done, which you need to make sure they are, they will tell their friends and other companies that you did a really good job, and hopefully you'll get some more work out of it. Word of mouth is a really, really trustworthy tool within the industry because people trust other people's opinions. But my farewell advice for you is to practice as much as you can, do some mock briefs, recreate things that already exist, share things on Instagram, use hashtags, just keep practicing. Ensure that what you're making is something that you love, something that you're passionate about, because that passion will show through the work itself. And of course, make sure you learn from your mistakes. Everyone has more mistakes than successes. That's just how it works. But generally, people only ever shout about the success. So if you are knocked down and you did something wrong and you're feeling a bit downhearted, just pick yourself up, learn from it, and hopefully that'll improve your work and your business in the future. All right, that's me. That's my tips for the day. Let me know if you're watching this and you have anything else to add. Of course, I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing what I know and what I've learnt. But if you have anything to add, please do start a conversation in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Good luck with your future freelance endeavours, and I'll see you soon for another video. Bye.